Lugi ka ba sa negosyo? Don't worry, may silbi pa po yan dahil sa NOLCO. So sa video na ito, pag-usapan natin ang net operating loss carryover at paano gamitin ito para makatipid sa taxes sa mga succeeding years. Maraming nagtatanong kung saan nga ba mas makakatipid ng income taxes, kung graduated income tax rate or 8% optional income tax rate. Kung interesado po kayo sa topic na iyon, yung link ng video ay nasa description ng video na ito. Kung graduated income tax rate po kasi, pwede tayong gumamit ng itemized deduction at doon na po nag-clarify ang mga tao kung paano nga ba gamitin ang net operating loss carryover or NOLCO. Kung meron po tayong net operating loss, ang ibig sabihin, mas mataas ang mga allowed deductions po natin kumpara sa gross income. Kaya may possibility na magkaroon ng net operating loss carryover. Ang NOLCO allows the taxpayer to carry over business loss from a taxable year at gamitin ito upang pababain ang taxable income in the next few years. Ang mga taxpayers na gumagamit ng regular income tax rate, hindi po 8% optional income tax rate, ay pwede pong gamitin ang net operating loss carryover or NOLCO. Tulad ng mga self-employed, sole proprietorship, at mga nagpa-practice ng kanilang profession. Conversely, hindi po allowed ang NOLCO kung ang taxpayer ay subject sa 0% tax regime, tulad ng may mga income tax holiday, or di kaya para sa mga non-taxable entities tulad ng foundations or cooperatives. Take note po, meron tayong tinatawag na 75% rule, meaning kung 25% of the business ownership changes, hindi na po pwedeng gamitin ang NOLCO. For businesses, pwede po nating i-carry over ang net operating loss for 3 consecutive years. May special rule lang during the pandemic na kung saan losses in 2020 or 2021 could be carried over for 5 years under the Bayanihan number 2. Pero tapos na yan. Back to 3 years na tayo ngayon. Para mas maintindihan natin ang NOLCO, gumamit tayo ng illustration. So, pwede nyong slow down or i-pause yung video para mas maintindihan ang illustration. Isang sole proprietor files his income tax return under the graduated rates. His business had a rough start in 2025, but eventually turned around as follows. Ang tanong, compute the taxable income after applying NOLCO on 2025 and onwards. Sa first year of operation, which is 2025, may net operating loss of 400,000. Ibig pong sabihin, ibabawas ang cost of sales, allowable deductions, and other special deductions allowed sa tax code. Lugi ang business. So ang taxable income ay 0 dahil sa net operating loss. Itong 400,000 na loss, pwede natin gamitin as NOLCO for the next 3 years. For 2026 naman, operating loss pa rin. So ang taxable income natin ay 0. Also, itong amount na ito ay pwede din gamitin for NOLCO purposes. Punta naman tayo sa 2027. Pansinin po natin na meron na po tayong net income na 500,000. So ang taxable income natin ay 0. Computed as 500,000 net income less NOLCO from 2025 na 400,000. May excess pa po tayo na 100,000 net income. Pwede natin gamitin ang 100,000 NOLCO from the 200,000 NOLCO galing sa 2026. For 2028 naman po, mukhang may steady income na ang business dahil meron na ulit net income na 300,000. So, meron pa po tayong remaining 100,000 NOLCO from 2026. Kaya ang taxable income natin for 2028 ay 200,000. Lastly, for 2029, may net income na 600,000. Pero sa taong ito, 100% na nagamit na po ang NOLCO. Kaya ang taxable income natin for 2029 ay 600,000. If you are a registered business enterprise or RBE, take note, meron po tayong rule for NOLCO kung paano i-apply sa mga RBE. Ang RBEs ay individual, partnership, or corporation or mga entities organized and existing under the Philippine law. Sila po kasi ay may possibility na may bigyan ng mga tax incentive tulad ng income tax holidays. So for RBEs, you can carry over losses for your first 3 years of operation. And you have 5 years to apply them after your income tax holiday ends. So if your income tax holiday ends in 2025, your NOLCO could still be applicable for 2026 and 2030. This gives RBEs flexibility in time for their deduction when they're already taxable again. So para sa mga tips and reminders natin kung gagamit po tayo ng NOLCO, una, whenever possible, i-report ang NOLCO sa ating Annual Income Tax Form 1701 or 17012. I-track po natin year by year. Partial use is allowed, pero nakadocument ang maayos. Pangatlo, don't wait. Use it before it expires. You only get 3 years to use it. And lastly, kung complex po ang business, humingi po tayo ng tulong sa mga tax professionals. And that's it. So kung nakarating po kayo sa portion ng video na ito, marami pong salamat. Also, if this video was helpful, please give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. So this is Gerard. Salamat sa panonood and I'll talk to you in the next one.